Hey everybody, I am doing this video highlighting photos of myself growing up in my father's side, the Flemming side of my family, for a reason. Don't twist it to be something sinister like my mother's sick sisters and my mother's sick nature. My mother's sick. These people are sick. Okay. So all this started, of course, when I was light about in 2015. But let's get to it because my hair since I grew up from being a toddler. So listen out. When I was a baby, when I was a toddler, I had very thin, straight baby hair. Okay. Everybody who has a brain understands baby hair. That's not your real hair. It's baby hair. So my blonde baby hair is what I had. When I grew up from being a toddler, I had frizzy, dark brown, near black hair my entire life. I have straightened my hair my entire life. My father, Mark Ian Flemming's hair is wavy. Let me show you. My mother, Carol Purdy, is sick. By the way, whatever lies my mother's tried to make up, let me trump you people and tell you she's done this before in the past. Her sick sisters have done this before in the past. No one's been molested. And I don't even believe Amanda ever was. These women make up stories because they know they can get away with it and police will never arrest them. Police don't do their job and start thinking with a brain between their ears and should be stopping their behavior of where they take women as face value because they're women. Because let me tell you, in 45 years, I've never met one female ever who can tell the truth in one sentence without lying. This is myself and my beautiful cousin, Joan Hillier, on the left. That's me on the right. Now you can see where my hair is natural. That's myself in 2011. Oh, by the way, that designer label coat I'm wearing there. Belinda Jeffries, my hairdresser, brought that up in 2016, 2017. She goes, oh, is that a new coat? And I was being a smart girl. Oh, yeah. But you can see it there at Cockle Bay with my cousin Joan in June 2011. So no, it wasn't new. This is my father, Mark Ian Flemming. This is down at Long Beach in 1990. Now, you can see how curly his hair is there. My mother, Carol, to compensate this bullshit lies that my mother does, she turned around, she goes, oh, it's only curly when it's wet. That's not true. Frizzy, black, untamable hair is right for the Flemming side of my family. This right here, that's my father, Mark Ian Flemming. I'm getting sick and tired of the bullshit for 9 years. Listen up. And by the way, Mark Ian Flemming, beautiful man. Too good for my mother. Never put a foot out of line. Was a really nice, beautiful father growing up. Maybe a bit tight and mean with money, but that's just how he is. That's how he was raised. Okay? Apart from that, beautiful guy. That's my dad, Mark Ian Flemming. Great guy. This is my dad's parents. You can go and ask Mark Ian Flemming. That is Stanley Flemming, my pop. That is Ruby Flemming, my nan. There you go. So if anyone wants to make up stories about hair again, look at my grandparents. This is Auntie Linda's daughter, my cousin. So Auntie Linda's my dad's sister, her daughter, Christy Saruni. That's her husband, John Saruni. That there again is Christy and Jessica. So Uncle Tony Pincham and Aunt Linda. Linda's a Flemming, of course. That's their daughters. Again, Christy Saruni. Christy Saruni, not Christy Childs. Two different people. There's my father's hair when it's dry in 1995. There you go, people. Go to my mother. That is Mark Ian Flemming. Look how curly his hair is when he was younger. That's Mark Ian Flemming, my dad, at Empire Bay in December 1995. Have a look how curly my dad's hair is, or how wavy. That's Mark Ian Flemming, my dad, at Hillcrest Road, Empire Bay, December 1995. That's my twin sister, Amanda. That's my younger sister, Sky Sheridan Fleming, there as a baby. She was just born. That's myself, and I've always straightened my hair down. I used to plaster it down with cream, gel, a coarse brush that I've had since a little kid, brush it down straight, then spray it with hairspray. It didn't move, like a solid rock. That's my half sister. So on Dad's side, Sky Sheridan Fleming, right there when she was doing contemporary dance. They do ballet, dance, tap. You know, anybody who knows me would know stuff about me, but every person who's not related to my dad's side, everybody who says, oh, I know Justin, they actually don't. They don't know a thing. Even Michael Breen doesn't. Nobody knows me because they don't know a thing about my dad's side. And you find this out when people turn up and go, oh, I've met Justin's mother and I've met his sister Faith. Faith Rackley is the daughter my mother had with her second husband. If anyone ever says that, understand now those people do not know me at all. Remember that. If all they can go on is they say, oh, I know Justin's mum and his half-sister Faith Rackley, believe me, they would be my biggest enemy. That person, anybody who makes that comment, turn around and walk away. They're not friends of mine. They're my biggest enemy. This is my cousin Carly. Have a look at Carly's hair. That's Aunt Linda's oldest daughter. It's myself, my dog Baxter. That's Josh. That's Carly's son. And that is Liliana. Liliana's Jessica, my cousin Jessica's daughter, who she had with Chris, who's Brazilian. So Liliana's half Brazilian. My cousins, Fiona and Meredith. My cousins, Fiona, Joan, and Meredith. My dad's older brother when he was young, that's 1990. That is Uncle Graham. Have a look at Uncle Graham. Okay, all the Flemings look similar. My dad when he was a teenager, dating my mother. That's my mother, Carol Ann Purdy. That's my dad, Mark Ian Fleming. So dad's always had long hair. Look how long and curly it was. That is Mark Ian Fleming as a teenager, my dad. Beautiful man. Too good for my mother. That is my cousin, Rebecca. Rebecca's mother is Sandra Fleming. Now, I'm not going to go through all these, but you get the idea. Have a look at me. Have a look at my cousin there. Don't we look similar? Exactly. This is Fiona, my cousin Fiona's daughter. This is Madeline and myself. This is me in my 20s. That is how I used to look. That tells you how much damage has been done to my life in the last 9 years, and I'm not fucking happy. This damage has come from wankers of people who would know my mother and my mother's second husband's family, and I am not impressed with the bullshit for 9 years at all. That's me there in my 20s. That's at my cousin Brooke. So Brooke is Aunt Sandra Fleming's daughter. That's her 40th. That's me in my 20s. Look how great I looked. You know why? Because my fuckwit mother wasn't anywhere near my life then, nor was anybody remotely affiliated with her. No troublemakers, okay? Always with my dad's side, not with, and actually back then, I didn't even know dad's other sisters. It's because the family was divided. So back in those days, I wasn't in touch with Auntie Sharon or Auntie Linda because the family was divided. So I didn't have any troublemakers, not saying they're troublemakers, they have a dad sisters, but I didn't have any troublemakers in my life. That's why I look so good. That is me in April 2005 at my place in St. Leonard's. There you go. That's how I used to look there. Okay, April 2005, St. Leonard's, that's me. I'm not going to show the rest of them, but you get the picture. I'm telling the truth, and I'm not going to sit back and be lied about by some little scummy, low-life women that keep lying. And women lie. I've stopped believing anything a female would ever say to me after the last 9 years. I don't even believe my twin sister anymore. That's how much damage is done. I look at them and go, You're a fucking liar. With what I've heard in the last 9 years, you are a fucking liar. The Flemings. Stanley Flemming, my dad's father, my pop. Dad's younger sister, Aunt Linda. Myself, right here, this is my cousin Jeffrey. So Aunt Sharon's, so Sharon Flemming, who married a Williams, Bobby Williams, my uncle, that's their son, Jeffrey Williams. So Dad's older sister, Sharon Flemming, her son, my cousin, Jeffrey, and myself. See how happy I am with certain family members. And just to give you an idea, this is my dad, Mark Ian Flemming, on his 40th, 12th of December, 1996, at the back of Hillcrest Road, Empire Bay. That is my sister, Sky Sheridan Flemming. Very similar baby hair to what I had, you know. She lost it and she's got thick, wavy hair, like the Flemings. The Flemings have that type of hair. Mine's not as thick. That is Sandra Flemming, my dad's older sister who's passed away, and that's her son-in-law at the corner of the photo. Now, I won't put up with any more bullshit. I've really had a gut full of useless idiots that seem to be focused on my mother and her second husband's family and where they moved to, and that's where the trouble comes from. Do you know where trouble comes from? Deadbeat country people that stand in shit all day and have shit for fucking brains. You know, country people that can't be told, so you just have to agree with them. They don't know anything. They're dumb idiots. And right there, as you can see, Ruby and Stanley Flemming. And I'm going to leave it at this one, actually, because this is my parents' wedding in the 70s. There you go. There's Ruby Flemming, my nana. There's Stanley Flemming, my pop. Look at his hair. And right there, that's Linda, Dad's younger sister. That's at Mum and Dad's wedding. So I'll leave it there because this is getting beyond the joke now with these people. You can't tell them once. You can't tell them 1,000,000 times. Seriously, you can keep repeating yourself for 35 goddamn fucking years. And those types of people are always going to be those types of people.